What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Gas Station Podcast, man. We back, man. We back, man. Legacy Moves back, man. I know y'all been wondering. I apologize for not making a video for a while, but they demonetized me, and so now we getting back up and rolling. Man. Glad to be back, man. Glad to be sharing, man. I just worked on myself, my craft while I was gone. And so we back. We back, baby. We back. Y'all been getting your 3 W's while I'm gone. Don't stop getting your 3 W's, man. 30 minutes word, 30 minutes wisdom, 30 minutes workout. Every day, man. Make sure y'all get your 30 minutes workout, man. It's crucial, man. You know, I just started doing boxing lessons. And so I just took up boxing with my son. So me and my son doing boxing, man. So it's cool, man. So we are enjoying it. Man, today in the gas station, man, you know, we're going to talk about 5 things I learned from my ex-wife. 5 things I learned from my ex-wife, man. I ain't been married with her for she's going on 9 years, so it's a long time. So it's but you know, in every situation you wanna learn something from the people that you're dealing with, man. You know, you never look at things as their fault. You never look at things as their fault or what they did or wrong or anything like that. I don't never look at anything as what somebody else did wrong or somehow somebody else wronged me. You understand me? Because I personally don't give people the keys to my life or the keys to my car. I'm responsible for driving my own car. I'm responsible for my own happiness, my own well-being, my own sanity. So any situation, I either profit from it or I learn from it. This situation, I learned from. And so it's 5 things that I learned that I want to share with you guys that maybe you can take and maybe you can utilize and apply to your life and make and have some I don't know, hopefully it can help you in some kind of way where you'll be able to benefit from the 5 things that I learned. And first of all, I learned, even before that, I learned this long before, for her or anybody. I don't blame nobody for nothing. I take full responsibility, full culpability for my life. I don't pass the keys to my life to nobody. I'm not going to give anybody control over my life because I blame or allow them to push my buttons or it's their fault I couldn't do this or that. No. Me. And part of my success comes from me always taking, because when you take, even when you think you failed or even when you go through tough times or hard times or whatever you may go through in your life, you understand me? The one thing that you can always remember through everything, that you are in control. You are in control. So one of the lesson number 1 I learned from valuable lessons, man, you know, and so it helps you in future relationships. See, every relationship should help you in future relationships. And so this is one of the key things I learned. First of all, love people right where they are. Love people right where they are, man. you know, who they are, who they tell you they are. Love them right where they are. If you got a crackhead uncle, you know, hey man, he is what he is. I'm gonna love him. Hey man, I understand his infirmities or his shortcomings. I ain't gonna try to change him. I'm just gonna love on him right where he is, man. I'm just gonna love on him right where he is. You understand? And that's important. That's important. You don't want nobody coming in there trying to make you into what fits them or their mode. So you recognize who people are. And you love them right where they at. You love them for who they are, not for who you want them to be. It goes into number 2, my second one. I'm not interested in changing nobody. Who people show me they are, that's who they is. I used to always want to change people, see better in people. And man, if you just do this, do that, no. No. You show me, I watch your actions, I watch who you are, I watch the things that you do, and I base what I can afford in managing my life. I base what I can afford to share with you, information, money, resources, game, whatever. And it's according to who you show me you are, not who you tell me you are. Guy asked me yesterday, he said, Legacy, Dominic, do you take people by their word? I said, no, I don't take people by their word. No, not absolutely. I take people by their actions. Their actions tell me exactly what they're going to do and what they're not going to do. Same thing with the credit companies. When they loan you money, they see that you got a history, and the longer history of paying back or taking out or doing the things that then the more that they'll extend to you. And that's the same thing. You know, I'm not gonna loan somebody no money just because he say he's gonna pay me back if he doesn't have a history of paying me back. I'm not gonna loan somebody my time and they waste my time. I'm not gonna loan somebody my vehicle because they say they're gonna take care of it. And they ain't got no skin in the game. No. Not at all. So I don't try to, I take people at face value. I take people at face value. What they show me is what is how I move, not what they tell me. I don't believe what people tell me. I believe what people show me. And people may have because people may tell you, they may have great intentions. Hey man, let me borrow this, and I'm gonna pay you right back. They may, and they are sincere, and they're telling the truth in their head. They're not trying to be deceitful. They're not trying to get over on you. They're not trying to do nothing in that moment. And they meant well. But when it's time to get paid back, you're gonna get paid back. It's people like that. So I always remember, when you extend yourself, sometimes it's not reciprocated. So so understand that you have to move, and that's okay too, because you knew them, and their history showed that. But you chose to work outside of your good logic. You just chose to work out of and you tried to, hey man, this time he might do right. Not at all. Not at all. That goes into number 3. I never see more in people. The third thing I learned, seeing potential in people. I don't see no potential in nobody. I see exactly what you give me. I see exactly what you give. I might see a beautiful woman, but she's a hoe, or she's irresponsible. But she has a good attitude, this, that, and the other. Good, and you say, hey man, if I just show her a good life, she'll do better. No. Or I show her this, or I dress her up, No. Absolutely not. People are who they are. You have to find somebody who is equally yoked. I don't see no potential in nobody anymore. I respect you where you at in your journey. That's one thing we got to do. We got to stop trying to play God and put the cart before the horse. God still is working them through their process to get to what you see. You may see 4 or 5 chess moves ahead, but they may be living in their present right now. And they don't have that same vision you had. Or they haven't matured to the level that you have at that particular time. And you have to reckon, and you can't force them to be who you want them to be, because you know they'll eventually get there, but they ain't there yet. And so you have to be with people who are equally yoked. What is a yoke? A yoke was a figure 8 that went, there was a figure 8. And what they did, they had different size yokes, but each yoke on this figure 8 were both the same size. And so what they used the yoke for was they would put 2 oxen together to carry the load. But both oxen had to be the same size to fit the yoke. So they had small yokes, medium-sized yokes, and big yokes. You couldn't put a baby oxen with a big oxen and expect him to get, his head ain't gonna fit in the yoke. And you couldn't put a big oxen and a baby oxen in a small yoke, because the big oxen head ain't gonna fit the yoke. So they made the yokes equally, so equal partner could pull the load together. So quit trying to find potential and trying to bring people up to your level in a relationship. I mean, it's people that you're going to have to mentor in your life. But understand, that's going to be mentorship. That's not a relationship. And then you can eventually train them to get to certain levels if they have the aptitude and the work ethic to get what you're trying to get done, whatever that may be. But when you're talking about relationship, intimate relationships, find somebody equally yoked. Don't find a dumbass. Don't find somebody who has no ambitions, no goals. Don't find somebody who is a diamond in the rough that's great, but they not there yet. Those are the people you have fun with. Those are the people you enjoy in the moment. Those are seasonal people. Cause I bump into a lot of them, baby. Shit, but I ain't letting that go. So I get it. I understand. And some of it, I ain't letting go neither, because guess what? I need that fun for that season. I need that boost or burst of energy or whatever they deliver, whatever they bring in that moment. But I'm not taking them on. I'm not starting anything long-term with them. But I also have learned how to separate the two. Seasonal things and long-term things. So you got to know how to make the difference. You got to know how to make the difference. That's number three. That's number three. I don't see no potential in nobody. Nobody. I watch what you do, and that's that, and we're gonna move accordingly with that. I'm not gonna degrade you, look down on you, nothing. Because there's some people that are above my level, and I ain't ready for them. And there's some people under my level I ain't ready for. It's really why you get them equally yoked. Some women too high maintenance for me. Too low maintenance. You want to get one that's on the same playing field you on. If you playing high school basketball, they not going to put your team against the pro team because you would get annihilated. So you play other high school basketball players. And they're not going to put you against the little league because you would annihilate them. It's too much. Even though y'all all going to play the same sport, but y'all are all on different levels. And so they find people who challenge you that are on your level to help grow and help you build confidence. That's number three, man. You understand me? Number four. You have choices. You're not stuck nowhere, man. You have choices. And I'm not talking about the other person. I'm talking about you. You have a choice. In business relationships, in social relationships, in personal intimate relationships, you have choices to be there or not to be there. You have a choice. So don't blame nobody why you there or you stuck there. No, you got a choice to be there. And if you didn't position your well where you became a slave or a dependent, that's your fault. So always keep your independence. So when that season is over, you're not stuck in an old season. And you can move forward in your life and keep it moving. And understanding when that season is up. You got a choice. In all relationships, you got choices. You got choices that benefit the big picture, the totality of the relationship. You got choices to benefit yourself. You got choices to benefit the other partner. You got choices to benefit the earth and what you pour into the earth. You got choices in what you pour into your children, what not, what information you disseminate or not. You have choices. You have choices. So pick your choices wisely. Pick your choices wisely. Example. And when you make your choice, if you choose to be there, very important, if you choose to be there, make sure you give 1,000%. Don't be there if you're not going to give 1,000% because, first of all, you don't have to be there. First of all, you think that because you're giving a half-ass, because you really don't want to be there, you kind of stuck there, or they not doing what you want them to do, or they not doing what they not doing what you want them to do exactly. You upset about it, so you're going to give a half-hearted effort, a half-ass effort. But guess what happens? You may hurt them a little bit externally, but you hurt yourself more internally, because when you do things half-assed, it becomes a habit. Anytime you get disgruntled, anytime somebody doesn't move like you want them to move, and you get a half-hearted attitude, or you give half-hearted, half-ass efforts, and it just becomes you. You just become a half-ass motherfucker, half-ass person. Even beyond them. So if you choose to be there, give 100%. If you say, if the boss said, hey man, I'm gonna pay you this. Oh, that motherfucker ain't paying me nothing. He ain't paying me what I deserve or what I want. You don't have to be there. You can leave if you don't like it. If you think you can do better, leave. Go somewhere else. But don't give a half-ass effort. If you choose to be there because you got a choice not to be there, you got a choice not to accept that wage. You got a choice not to accept that behavior from that woman. You got a choice not to live in conditions or circumstances, or working conditions or circumstances that you don't like. You don't have to be there. Nobody made you take that. So you got choices. So make your choices wise. And if you choose to be there, be the biggest giver in the room. Don't let the other person out give you. If he giving you a salary of $20 an hour, give him $25 worth of work. $30 worth of work. Always be the biggest giver in the room. That's going to translate, if you ever, when you get the position or the things that you want, that you're going to already have an above average, above giving mentality. And everybody loves to be around the biggest giver in the room. I always remember that. Everybody. Everybody loves to be around the biggest giver in the room. So you got choices, man. Use your choices wisely. Don't squander your choices. Don't waste your choices. Don't give your choices away. Don't fuck your choices off. Don't choose to lose, choose to win. Keep yourself in winning situations. Don't blame them because he didn't pay you like you wanted. You got a choice to leave. If you sit there and endure it, that's your fault. Don't blame her because she doesn't do what you want. She doesn't cook or give you any pussy or do the thing that you think that she should be doing. You got a choice to leave. You got a choice to leave. Number five. Number five is very important. Your principal goal, the greatest wealth that you will ever have over money. I always remember this. Worth more than money. Everybody think money is the most valuable shit there is. No. This is worth way more than money. This is who we emulate. It's who we supposed to emulate. This is who I try to emulate. I fuck it up a lot, but I try to emulate. His name is the Prince of Peace. Your home should be your place of peace, your sanctuary. If your home is not your place, I don't care what nobody, how is it? No. Your home is where you should find your greatest peace. Everything I do in my home, I build to help create my place of peace, whether it's artwork for meditation purposes, whether it's messaging, whether it's a comfortable bed. Your home is your place of peace. This is the 5th greatest lesson I learned from my ex-wife. I will never live in a home of chaos again. But guess what? That's my choice. It's your choice to create peace in your life. See, everything I do out in the world, from business, everything hectic. I'm talking about home. You know, when I step out of home, we're on the grind. We problem solving, we challenging, we building. See, wealth comes from problem solving. One realm of wealth comes from problem solving. And the more you know how to solve other people's problems, the more wealth you create for yourself. That's another lesson all in itself. But right now, we're talking about the 5th. And what I consider the most important is your home has to be your peace. You build your home because your home is your wealth. They say that your home is not really an asset. It's a depreciating asset. That's what some people say. Some people think it's your asset, as far as financial. And big financial gurus say that your home is your biggest expense. But I beg to differ with both of them. I believe your home is your greatest asset once you create your place of peace, your castle. I don't know when you remember back in the old days, in the Roman days and all of that, yada yada, whoop de whoop. But they used to build moats and walls around their castle to protect it from the enemy. You have to build a moat around your house. You have to put some alligators around your house. You got to put a wall around your house to protect it from the enemy, to protect it from unrest, to protect your peace. All the hustle and bustle and fighting, the challenges should be out there. In here should be your place of peace. Like I say, it's always your fault. It's not my ex-wife's fault. It's not nobody else's fault. Anything in my life. Not my boss's fault. It's not people I do business fault. It's not the Negro who didn't pay me's fault. Because I didn't do my due diligence. I didn't check his credit history. I listened to what his words said versus what he shows you. But today, as we mature, we watch the actions over that mouth. I don't see more in people than they show me. I got choices. Sometimes we got to make the hard choice that people don't like. And last, you got to protect your peace, man. You got to protect your peace. Legacy Move, Gas Station Podcast, man. You know, 5 things I learned from my ex-wife. I thank her for them. I believe it's ordained by God. I don't fault her for anything that we went through. Everything is my fault because God put me the head of the house. So guess what I had to do? I had to learn from what I've been through. And also, when I meet new girls or new things, I already know what I want because I learned. And so it's nothing that they do wrong, right or wrong. It's just what I already know what I want. And if it doesn't fit in that box, I know that that's not for me. It's not that they're a bad person. It's not that they did anything wrong. It's not that they're not qualified. It just, I already have what I want, and I already have it set in stone. Like the 10 Commandments, baby. You know, and all of us have to recognize and realize what we need to keep ourselves at peace. And everybody wants something different, and everybody's for somebody. But learn from your circumstances. Don't blame nobody. Keep them keys to your car. Keep the keys to your life. Always take accountability and responsibility for your life and your action. Legacy Move, Gas Station Podcast. Make sure you get your 3 W's every day. Get your 30 minutes word, 30 minutes wisdom, 30-minute workout, man. That starts your day off on a good day. And always make up your bed. Always make up your bed. Make sure you don't leave your room nasty. Start your morning off. How you start your day is how you going to finish it. If you started excellent, you're going to end it excellent. Gas Station Podcast, Legacy Moves, man. We out.